North Korea had always denied the kidnappings, but in 2002 that all changed due to one historic meeting. In Pyongyang, the Japanese Prime Minister met with North Korean dictator Kim Jong Il. The historic moment came after several hours of discussion. Kim Jong Il finally admitted to the Prime Minister Koizumi the sad truth that North Korea had indeed kidnapped Japanese citizens. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea have given us some new information on the issue of kidnappings that we have been asking them about. I argued resolutely with Kim Jong Il, and he admitted, honestly, that the North Koreans have kidnapped our citizens. He apologized and has promised to do all in his power to stop this from happening again. According to Tokyo, 17 Japanese citizens were taken by the North Koreans. One month after admitting their guilt, the North Koreans free 5 Japanese citizens. The 5 returned to their homeland after a quarter century of silence. Today, after 24 years, I'm able to set foot in my own country, in the town where I grew up. I have no words. Out of the 17 taken, only 5 were freed because, according to Pyongyang, all the others are dead. They even provided the death certificates. The causes of death are varied: car accident, poisoning, heart attack, cirrhosis of the liver. Included is a death certificate for Megumi. She apparently killed herself in 1993. However, the families are suspicious because all the certificates were issued by the same hospital. All the 7 kidnapped, who are supposed to be dead, were issued death certificates from the same hospital, even though they lived in different regions. So we don't trust the North Korean authorities at all. It seems likely that they just made copies of death certificates and changed the names, putting their stamp on afterwards.
If we put them on top of each other, we can see that all the stamps are in exactly the same place.
Pyongyang even delivered a sample of what they said was Megumi's DNA, but it doesn't match that of one taken when she was a teenager. The Yokotas are convinced that their daughter is still alive. Their hope comes from this document with a photo of Megumi in Pyongyang. They also have the testimony of the 5 liberated Japanese victims, including that of this woman, Hitomi Soga. She knew Megumi well and claims to have lived with her for several months in Pyongyang in the 1980s. Hitomi Soga was taken at the age of 19, at the same time as her mother, who is still missing.
The sky, the earth, the trees are all saying, "Welcome back home."
She doesn't want to talk about her years of captivity in North Korea, but the whole of Japan knows her story. Her destiny was linked to that of her American husband, Charles Jenkins. In 1965, Charles Jenkins was a sergeant in the American Army on posting to South Korea. To avoid taking part in the Vietnam War, he deserted and fled to North Korea. Forced to serve the communist regime, he was even an actor in the propaganda films produced by the North Korean government, such as here, all made up and playing the role of the nasty American in a successful North Korean series called The Heroes Without Name.
Is that so?
A prisoner of the regime, he stayed in Pyongyang for 39 years. He was finally freed in July 2004, along with 2 daughters born in North Korea. He was welcomed by his wife, Hitomi Soga, who had been liberated 2 years earlier.